First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. That's all still under investigation.
This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found, and we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. Well, it's a Happy New Year if you're not in New Orleans right now. So there was a massacre that happened at about 3:15 this morning in New Orleans. Essentially, a man in a truck drove around a barrier and mowed down a bunch of people. So far, there are 10 people that have died and 26 to 30 people are in the hospital. There are conflicting reports on that, but in either case, a lot of people are hurt. The kind of crazy thing about this so far is the mayor came right out in a press conference this morning and said that it was a terrorist attack. Let's listen to her say that.
Good morning. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. That's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around. Very active, and again, a unified command.
She goes on to give parameters of which areas she wanted people to stay out of locally. But first, I want to give my condolences to the families of anybody who was hurt, friends and whatnot. This is horrible, and for it to have happened just 3 hours into our new year, I hope it's not a tone-setting event. But the kind of just other crazy thing that's going on is the FBI immediately came out right after the mayor said that it was a terrorist attack and said, nope, no, it's not. Let's listen to what she had to say.
Hey, ma'am. Good morning. My name is Alethea Duncan. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge for FBI New Orleans. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found, and we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street, specifically from Canal Street to St. Anne. That is my ask. Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on. Our goal is to provide you additional information at the 11 a.m.
So she went on to say that there was going to be another press conference at 11 this morning. Right now it's 1 o'clock Eastern time, and I haven't seen a press conference yet, but I'll be on the lookout for that so I can pass on the information. Isn't it a little strange that the mayor said terrorist attack right off the bat, and then the FBI comes out and says, no, this is not a terrorist attack. There were only explosives, and why would the FBI come out and do that? Well, there's a chance that they want to make sure that the public doesn't go crazy. But the fact that the FBI is there is pretty telling. They could be there because of the explosives, but the fact that the mayor called the White House, and because of other reports that we'll get to shortly, kind of seems like it was a terror attack. And with the many people from the terrorist watch list who have come over the border in the last couple of years, it's not too far-fetched to think. Now let's listen to what this police spokesperson has to say, just to kind of get you caught up on what happened. She goes into detail a little bit. We'll cut it short.
Okay, so we will give you just the basics this morning, all right? We had this event started at about 3:15. It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now. With respect to numbers, we have right now, and as you already know, this could change throughout the day. We do know that there are 26 injured people who are at UMC Hospital. We know we have 4 at Truro, 4 at Ochsner Baptist, 1 at Tulane, but even as I was walking out the door, I believe I have an unconfirmed additional people who have been taken to other area hospitals, possibly on the east side. But
Now the mayor comes out and says, this is a terrorist attack. The FBI comes out and says, no, this is not a terrorist attack. There were just explosives involved. But while this police spokesperson was talking, she mentions that based on information that she has, it's obviously more than just a small incident. She's leading us to think that this is a pretty big thing, and I tend to kind of believe what she has to say because, the FBI is in charge of kind of pulling the wool over our eyes as one of their main functions. Also, an ex-FBI agent went on Fox this morning and she had some things to say about this. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Unbelievably conflicting messages coming from the mayor calling it a terror attack, and then the now FBI Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Aletha Duncan, immediately saying it was not.
Griff, first of all, thank you for having me join. What a horrible tragedy. I literally were waking up with hope for 2025. I was literally out running and I got a text message from Fox asking if I could join. And here we are, again, discussing another tragedy in our country. I agree with you. That press conference was not good. You cannot send a conflicting message out to the American people and give them reassurance that everything's okay. That was very confusing, and you're exactly right. You have someone from the police department coming out and saying it's terrorism, and then you have FBI coming out and saying it is not terrorism, but there were IEDs involved. My gut instinct, this is terrorism. The FBI is taking over this for a reason. There will be a lot of information that will come out. I do know individuals that are on the ground there right now. This is very serious. This is the real deal. They're going to do a very full and thorough investigation. At this point, that's all I can tell you, Griff, is that this is the real deal. You will get more information coming soon. Likely involves I think that there's definitely some foreign terrorist organization groups involved backing this. As you mentioned, that there's been other things that have occurred in other countries recently, similar in nature. There are people that hate America. They hate our freedoms. They hate what we stand for. This is a time when people are celebrating New Year's. This is 2025. People have hope. And like you said, big bowl game going on. People are coming together, and this person was hell-bent on causing absolute destruction and chaos. The fact that the FBI said it is not terrorism. Again, I am not the spokesperson for the FBI. I am a former FBI agent. I would strongly disagree with that statement, and I do believe that it is terrorism. The fact that the FBI is taking over, that is a very strong indication. And based on information that I have, this is the real deal, and it is very serious.
Hi, Nicole. Thanks so much for being.
Now, hopefully, this is not an indication of what's to come this year. I have high hopes for this year. I think that good things are going to happen. But, this lady is way too comfortable talking about how this resembles a terrorist attack. And one thing that I heard somebody say, and that I kind of notice as well, terrorists like to use vehicles to do their damage. Obvious terror attack in the early 2000s on a couple of buildings in New York, they like to use vehicles. In other countries, they use vehicles. They like to crash into things with bombs. The fact that there are IEDs involved, and also because of this report that I found on CBS when I was looking for updated information. Let's read a short section of this. Investigators are probing whether the suspect was connected to or inspired by a foreign terror organization. Law enforcement and city official sources told CBS News. The truck appeared to be flying a large black flag from its rear bumper, according to CBS News. Review of images of the vehicle. Law enforcement told CBS News that investigators are probing whether or not the flag is an ISIS flag or if it is tied to another foreign terror organization. It remains unclear if the suspect was acting alone or with others. A person familiar with the investigation told CBS News at this point neither ISIS nor any other foreign terror organization has claimed responsibility for the attack. Now, we know that they will eventually if it's, ISIS or Hezbollah. It's way too early to get excited and know for a fact that this was a terror attack or an attack by foreign actors or whatnot, but we definitely need to pay attention. There's a lot going on in the world from a standpoint of hate, and as that lady so eloquently stated, a lot of people hate America, and I'm sure we're a huge target. Now, luckily, we have the strongest military in the world and an intelligence agency that's hopefully a little bit more intelligent than they showed us, and we'll be okay. But let's not panic. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more news to come out about this, and hopefully the feds are transparent with us. If you made it to the end of this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you liked and subscribed to my channel. I wasn't going to make another video until I got a better microphone and camera, but obviously this is big news and I want to try to do what I can to practice getting better at this and to just to get better at speaking on this thing and looking at the camera. I keep forgetting to do that. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I hope you guys have a good day.